这个刚刚 Brian 就在马上跟我摇耳朵，他已经有点急了。他说我要来捍卫一下美国。Now it's your turn to defend.
Okay, turn off the cameras. I'm not a judge anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I agree with the premise. The concept of a town hall where people are spreading messages in good faith, and the messages are sound, and the bad messages will fail, and we look upon each other as neighbors to kind of have this what do you call it in French? Spirit de corps, where we work together, but you have to rely that the messaging is in good faith. But I disagree with the conclusion. I don't think America is some YouTube dystopia where we're just brainwashed by the Kardashians. I think there's a major cultural difference, and it's primarily the size of America versus the relatively smaller size of Taiwan. And also, America is more based on the intermediate levels of government instead of the federal government. I don't know if Kevin agrees with this. I'm assuming he does. I could care less what the federal government does. It's a limited form of government in the United States. We are a states' rights country. And so my ideas, our philosophies, our conversations are more at the local level than the federal level. And so you see greater messaging, greater teamwork, more honest messaging, and more honest teamwork at the local level. Honestly, I think the mayor's office and then the county level of government are more important to my life than the state government, especially the federal government. And so all the newspapers are free at the local level. So everyone in Westland City knows exactly what Kevin is talking about and his city council is talking about. They know the struggles of the local charities and the school kids. And so they're at the local level, we understand the true essential messaging, the true essential needs of our community. And I've told people before this, and they don't believe me. Like, in America, I don't really identify as an American. I feel like that's just a piece of paper, a constitution. I identify as a Michigander. Like, I'm so different than people from New York. I'm so different than people from Texas. Elon Musk is moving Tesla from California to Texas. Every state has a unique identity. And I feel like that's where honest conversations are happening at the city, the county, and the state level. And so, yeah, there may be some morass, dystopian discourse on the internet about what's happening in Washington, D.C., but it doesn't impact me. And so I think that's partially because the size of our countries. There's 400 million people in America. There will be a diversity of views, but we tend to cluster by state. And I really feel like our 50 states are just as different as the European Union. We're less unified than I think many Taiwanese, including my wife, think. Like, I'm different.
So you mean,
And I trust the messaging at my local level.
yeah. State politics is still very solid, and democracy in the state and at local levels is still very solid in the United
Yeah,
States.
the federal government could essentially fail. If the Republican Party gets their wish to drown government in a bathtub, the state governments are still robust to provide, I mean, maybe not defense, well, maybe, we got National Guard, but the state governments and county governments and city governments are robust and led by honest leaders who are accountable to community activists who are also intelligent and honest in their discourse. That I feel that federal government can fail, but states are strong enough to hold their weight. And I think our society accepts that and understands that.
我想我简单用中文稍微把它的简单说一下。我想大家看出他刚刚的那个整个表现，就是他非常强烈的认为，美国真正的民主的基石是在地方，不是在中央，不是在 federal but the state。然后他觉得然后美国的因为是一个大国，所以美国人非常相信中间的这个层级，就是地方层级的这些精英，所以他认为他以一个密西根的这个政治或者是这个法官来讲，他觉得在地方上还是非常的稳定。然后这个地方的人对地方政府和市长、这个郡的法官，还有州长，还有议会，他的生活是息息相关，而且非常信任。不管他说，即使那个中央的那个政府垮掉了都没有关系。他说这个可能是美国和其他，包括像台湾不同的地方，因为美国这么大，然后大部分美国人其实生活的时候都跟 那个远在 DC 的政府没有什么直接关系，也不那么在意，所以他认为这个反而是美国民主的一个基石哈。
But for voting, your question about voting from jail, that's interesting because Michigan, we allow that, right? And it may be just a numbers difference. Like maybe like the country of Taiwan could be overwhelmed by people who are voting from out of the country or from jail, who knows? But in America, I think we have a different perspective. So our elections in Michigan, we mail ballots out overseas. Absentees is embraced by both parties in Michigan. Trump's come around to that idea as well. Obviously, service members in the military overseas will mail them ballots. But yeah, people in jail and prison have voting rights in Michigan. I know that's different state by state, but I think that's great. You still live there. Even if you're living in a prison, the government still impacts you, and you're still a thoughtful human being deserving of the humanity of impacting your community and government with your one vote. I think it's fine. But it's, I think, a difference in numbers. We're much larger.